and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you a comparison review, and the first brand I want to compare is Makeup Revolution, and it is the Renaissance palette Day. So it looks like that. Packaging is absolutely stunning, and inside it looks like that. And I want to compare that, let me just remove that brush, compare that to the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. So it looks like that, and on the inside it looks like that. So price range, first of all, the Makeup Revolution palette is £8. You can pick that up from tambeauty.com. The Urban Decay Naked Basics palette you can pick up from debenhams.com. I think it is it debenhams.com? Yep, debenhams.com, and this palette is £24. Now this one does have an extra pan in there, but when I used this palette for the first time, it just reminded me so much of the Urban Decay palette. So I thought, I haven't swatched them as usual. I'm doing exactly the same as I always do. I don't compare them off camera. It's all done on camera to share with you. And obviously you find out the information at the same time as I do. So first of all, let's just put them side by side. So they look like that. Let me just see if I can straighten that one up. So they look like that. In the pan, they look very, very similar shades. The only difference, obviously, is that this one, the Urban Decay palette, the pans are longer and thinner, where the Makeup Revolution pans are shorter, but they're wider, and that's because obviously this palette houses a brush as well. The packaging on the outside is completely different. Let me just show you that as well. So completely different. This one is absolutely stunning packaging. I love it. It's just so glamorous, gorgeous, whereas this, the Urban Decay, is, you know, their regular packaging that I think they've got 3 or 4 of these palettes now, you know, like a few shades in there, not as big as their, you know, larger palettes, obviously. Now, obviously what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch them on my arm side by side as I usually do. This is not a video saying purchase this, purchase that. It's just something that I thought looked very, very similar. The Makeup Revolution palette reminded me so much of the Urban Decay that I thought I'll swatch it and see if it is similar. So I'm going to start off with the shimmer shade. In each of these palettes is exactly the same, as in you get one shimmery shade, and then the rest are then mattes, apart from I have noticed that the black shade Crave in the Urban Decay palette has little flecks of sparkle in there, whereas the Makeup Revolution one doesn't. But obviously we'll get onto the swatching and yeah, see if they are similar at all. So what I'm going to do is swatch the Urban Decay one first and then the Makeup Revolution second. So the first shade is from Urban Decay and it's called Venus. I'm just going to see if I can build that up a little bit, just because it is such a light shade. So that one is Urban Decay, that one is Makeup Revolution. In fact, Makeup Revolutions, is it similar? Let me just see. Yeah, near enough, spot on there. So they're both cream shimmer shades, absolutely perfect. So that's good. The next shade out of the Urban Decay palette is called Foxy. Now I'm going to actually, let me just have a look. I'm going to miss that one out because that one is yellow toned matte shade, and in the Makeup Revolution palette there is no yellow toned matte shade. So I'm going to ignore Foxy and move straight on to, and is it WOS? And I'm just going to swatch that one first of all from Urban Decay. And then I'm just going to swatch the same, or the one that matches that colour, from Makeup Revolution. There's no names on the Makeup Revolution palettes. So there is Urban Decay and there is Makeup Revolution. They look very, very pink toned, very similar to pink toned in the pan, but the Urban Decay one is just slightly deeper, just slightly, and this one's a lighter pink, but nonetheless very, very similar. So the next shade is called Naked 2, and it's a stunning shade of, it's like a mink brown. That's what I've been calling the Makeup Revolution one, because it is just, I just love it. So there is the Urban Decay and there is the Makeup Revolution. Unfortunately, that one is just slightly more brown toned, whereas this one is slightly more, I would say, has a little bit more grey to it. But nonetheless, you know, they're of the same colour family. I suppose the deepness is the same, but this one's slightly more cool toned and this one's slightly more brown, I would say. So the next shade out of the Urban Decay palette is called Faint. And then the one from the Makeup Revolution that matches it, let's just swatch that. And they are near enough spot on. In fact, actually, I found this one from Makeup Revolution a little bit more easier to swatch. This one from Urban Decay is a little bit more powdery, but the shade is near enough spot on there. And then the last shade is called Crave from Urban Decay. And this is, I think, it's like a, yeah, it is a black. I thought perhaps it may just be like a charcoal colour. And then the one from Makeup Revolution. There we go. So that one is Crave from Urban Decay, and that one is the shade from Makeup Revolution. Very similar, but this is more like a very deep charcoal, whereas this is like a true black. Now, although you can see that there are definite differences, so, such as this one is like a black, this is more like a deep charcoal, this one is slightly cooler, this one is brown, but I think fundamentally they are very, very similar. So you may not think that they are exact dupes, although I think that that colour there is near enough spot on. But you're going to be able to create a very, very similar look with whatever palette you go for, whether it's Urban Decay, whether it is the Makeup Revolution palette. It just, you know, depends on which price point you are wanting to pay. So like I say, this one is £24. You can pick this up from debenhams.com, or you can pick up this one from tanbeauty.com and it is £8. The only thing that I would say is I do favour the Makeup Revolution packaging. I like their price point, but it is, like I said at the beginning, it's not a video saying you buy from here, you buy from here. It is just giving you the information, and it's now up to you whether you go for one palette from Makeup Revolution or the other from Urban Decay. So I'll just share with you the swatches a little bit longer. Absolutely fantastic. So there you have it, my comparison review on those two palettes. I hope you enjoyed that. Obviously thumbs up if you did, or if you want to just support me, thumbs up, and subscribe to watch further videos. And also you can just tick that or hit that bell if you want to be notified, so that gives you a little ting when I upload another video. And obviously that is mainly on a daily basis. Sometimes I have Sundays off, sometimes I don't. It just depends on how many videos I want to get through. But you know, I hope that you're all enjoying them, and by the amount of thumbs up that I'm getting at the moment, the lovely comments, and also I just want to take this time to thank everybody for their gorgeous comments. I really, really appreciate it. They really make my day, and I really, really appreciate you all taking the time to watch my video. So thank you so much, and until next time, thank you. Bye.